This is Srebreno. I'm butchering that name, of course. Croatia. It's about 10-15 minutes from the Dubrovnik castle. That's the Sheraton right there. It's $128 with breakfast. It's not bad. I spent a lot more for a lot worse. It's not a bad deal in the off season. Nobody's here. They're shutting that down on the 2nd, day after New Year's Day. I guess they open up back in March. I guess the cruise ships come in March. So it's kind of like Lake Tahoe meets the ocean. And the water is just crystal clear. I don't know if you're picking up like any greens and blues, but there's just a lot of color, a lot of pop out there, and it's crystal clear. Like, it's just crystal clear. In Dubrovnik, the city by the marina, the harbor, you know, so it's not the cleanest water in the world, but you can see to the bottom. It's 10-15 feet. You can see the bottom easily. But this is pretty awesome. I think that's an abandoned villa. Here's that little church I was talking about. It's really pretty. And then this is Croatian lady taking her fruit to the market to sell. I don't know, I really like this church though. I'll take like a million pictures of this. It hasn't been open. I don't know if it's like abandoned or what, or I'm just in the wrong part of the year, but it's really pretty. But there's restaurants here along this row. They're all closed up for the season. I think that's a hotel right there as well. It may be closed up. Sheraton's closing up for a couple months on the 2nd till the middle of March, so they don't open year round here. I mean, I was looking at Airbnbs. I can stay in Old Town Dubrovnik, you know, for Airbnb for $800. I'm right across the street from the fort. I might double back and do that, you know, burn up my 90 days here. Or what I got left of my 90. It's really pretty. You can't beat this. I mean, going on to Montenegro next, which actually it's a little bit cheaper. I looked at Airbnbs in Montenegro. For $600, I could stay about a half-hour walk along the beachfront path to Kotar, you know. So, I mean, when I say beachfront, I mean right on the beach right there, or the water anyway. So I might do it if I like it. I haven't been there yet, but it's hard to beat this. I mean, the food is good. I'm losing weight like I always do when I leave the United States. You know, I thought I'd come here and just read books and all that, but I mean, you end up sitting on the porch, or you end up taking these walks and just staring out at the ocean all day long. It's nice. the church. I don't know. I keep on coming back to that. It's really pretty. So this part reminds me of like Lake Tahoe. I don't know if you can pick up how clear that water is. I mean, look at, you can see the rocks right there. Just beautiful. There's a lot of like blues and greens, you know, and then you got the pine trees. Stunning, you know. Can't beat that. It's really pretty. Got another little rocky beach here. It's all rocks. I guess that's a restaurant, maybe. Not a bad place to be a kid. Growing up right here would be nice. I don't know if you can pick up all those blues and greens right there. But you can't beat the weather. I mean, there's people going in the water. It's 55, but it feels like it's 60 degrees with sunshine. It's really nice. I mean, you can't beat that for December. Don't know what it is in Chicago, but I'm sure it's cold and windy and maybe snowy. May not be that warm, the water. I hear the people huffing and puffing, but they're in there. But can't beat this. It's very pretty. Then right here, it's a little bar. Not a bad spot to have a beer. There's a villa up there. My next life, I'll be a millionaire, right? Hopefully. I don't know if you could pick up the blues and the greens, maybe, in this video. Really pretty. So there's a hotel. I mean, it's a 5-minute walk to this point. Down and around would be Dubrovnik. There's that color again, just pops. It's so pretty. That's the villa I was talking about. Good for them, you know. Not sure how many euros that cost. I'm sure a few million, but cheaper than Malibu. And to be honest, I like it here better than Malibu. Look at that. This bar ain't too crowded. I'm gonna go in there and have a glass of wine. Not a big drinker anymore. Really never drank wine, but found out I like red wine, so why not? So that's a little bar. It's called Geo-arbitrage. It's been packed every time I go here. I'm gonna see if it's open, if I can sneak into a spot and have a glass. Don't know if you can pick up the fish there, but they're there. That water's about 10, 15 feet deep, maybe even more. But the rocks are like crystal clear. I'm trying to hold on to the phone so I'm gonna drop it right in that drink. Not bad. New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve rather, New Year's Eve day. And I'm gonna have a drink right in there. They play water polo here. So they play water polo right in here. There's the stands, just like a little stadium. Water polo. Why not? And then this is like the, I guess, Old Town. I don't know, you know. There's a bar right there. That's a hotel. And kind of drifts off into like villas. Having a house up there wouldn't be bad. Or that house right there. Croatia's really like, it's stunningly beautiful. I didn't know anything about it. I still don't, but maybe you can see the fish. Yeah, at least here you can see the shark. Maybe you can see it. You can't do nothing about it, but you can see the shark before it eats you. There's something pretty big right there. Bigger than the other ones. So this is downtown Mlini or Srebreno. I don't know, Srebreno. Not sure where they split up, but I mean, this is beautiful. The water is crystal clear. I mean, it is crystal clear. The boats look like they're just like hovering. It's not bad. I like these two little, one's a hotel. At least one of them's a hotel. Probably wouldn't be if they're open. I mean, it doesn't look like they're open, but wouldn't be a bad place to get a nice rate. Yeah, there's somebody up there. That might be a villa, though. There's two buildings right there. Then you got it like a hotel back there, I think. Got like the Roman columns, the Greek columns. It's a pretty cool part of the world where everything came together here and just, you know, Romans were here, Greeks were here, everybody was here. Ottomans, you name it. Austro-Hungarians, communists. It all came together right here. When they all get along, they get along, you know. When they don't, they don't. So but everybody's really nice here. And then you also have, well, let me go over here. There's some people over there. So this is like part of the Croatian Riviera, right? But when you get over here, there's just some ducks hanging around over here. Or something. Geese, ducks. I don't know what they are. I think they're ducks. There they are. There's the ducks or geese. I have no idea what they're. That bridge is beautiful. Sometimes the geese or ducks or whatever, they cooperate and they hang out over there, but it's weird. Like, this is a creek, that's the ocean. Up there is kind of like a, not a waterfall, but it comes in pretty fast. Don't know how old that is. Some of this is like from 1100. This is an old part of the world, you know? But it's really pretty. And this is like downtown. Like this building here. Don't know how old all this stuff is, you know. I know that church. There's a church up there. It dates from 1100, maybe. Let's see what it says. Okay, 1164, although it existed before. The old church became the parish church in 1449, earthquake in 1667, 1683. So then World War I, they took the chime from the bell and made it into cannons. And a new chime was bought, but it couldn't be embedded, so they decided to build a new one. The ground stone was blessed on October 30th, 1930. At the steeple, there's enough space for 3 chimes. Only one is filled up by the chime from 1888, made and split. So it was here from 1164. It was here from before then. St. Hillarus, he killed a dragon on the beach to exterminate paganism. And they built St. Hillarus Church. So this is an old part of the world, you know. Pretty much almost 1,000 years. Am I doing that right? Yeah. So that's a 900-year-old church. Or, yeah, it's 900 years old. There goes the steeple. It's pretty. And I don't mean any disrespect by this, but it's part of life, you know. And this ain't the worst part. The worst place in the world to be buried. And that is downtown Mlini, Srebreno. Happy New Year. Church is closed. Everything is closed. Oh, let me show this. It's not a waterfall, but where the creek comes in. And I think the place behind it is where the priests live. But I might be wrong. Got a cool bridge. And waterfall. And then here might be where the priests live. I don't know. Maybe. Not sure what's going on here, but it's pretty.